All right, well, welcome back to Critical Hit Spring Smash 2025. We got audio solved, and we are with I'm Nightshade and James Runs doing commentary. I'm going to let you guys reintroduce yourselves now that we got audio and we're good to go. Go for it.
Once again, I'm James Runs here, providing semi-expert commentary on Nightshade's run.
I'm Nightshade. I'm your runner, hoping to show off a cool game crash halfway through the run. No, I'm just joking. It might happen, but I chose James to be my commentator here. James actually wrote the notes I'll be running off of, so he's a very well-versed runner in this. So, without further ado, when Maddie's ready, I think we can get started.
Yep, and before we start, I would just like to brush up. We actually had a very good showing as far as donations. We are up to $458 for the event overall, and we did meet some donation incentives for this run as well. I'm sure that, do you want to just discuss those as we get to them? I'm assuming.
We can talk about a couple of them real quick.
This is, well, one of them's a quick name change. So we just got done dealing with Final Fantasy X, and Final Fantasy X will haunt us over when we name a certain character Titus. So
we can get going anyway, because we're gonna have to look at a 4-minute cutscene as soon as we start anyway.
Oh, so. Lovely, typical Final Fantasy start. All right.
Exactly.
Ready whenever you are.
So whenever you're ready, Maddie.
Good to go.
You can count me down.
All right. We'll go 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so we did get a naming the character incentive redeemed. So Bart's, for all intents and purposes for this run, thanks Misa, will be Titus. Titus. Ha ha ha! That's all I'm gonna give there. Maine asked me to do that, so.
I was about to ask if you were going to laugh.
I'm not going to give the full laugh. It's just way too obnoxious and long. We're getting a little story here. Basically, the wind has stopped. Weird things are happening around the world. Dad here is going to go check it out. Dragons, etc. There's no skipping text in this cutscene, so you can pretty much read what you need to see. Sorry to interrupt, James. Go ahead.
All right, you want to put your game sound back in Discord?
Yes. Let me know if it's back.
I have no sound.
There you go.
There we go.
You can turn it down a smidge.
So in true Final Fantasy fashion, we have elemental crystals playing a major role in the world. characters are experiencing problems with the elements, and a wind crystal here, a water crystal here, exploding.
It's the good boy. It's a good boy.
It's our rescue.
It's the good boy.
He's tired. He's been playing like all day outside. It's been really nice.
Boxers just love to run.
Don't let me mash through this.
Oh yeah.
I have to name him. That was my way of reminding myself.
You have to put your mouse back on the right spot.
Now we're good.
You're good? Okay.
Titus! Oh my god.
I don't have to move my mouse. Oh, see, I can move it over here and hit select, it goes right back.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
I have it set to go to a certain spot on the screen.
Yeah, we'll explain that a little later.
Yes.
So Titus has come to investigate this meteor that fell. We've had a few meteors fall. He found Lena, who is the princess of Tycoon, and they ran into this old man who can't remember anything. He does remember his name, but that's about it. So Galif and Lena were trying to make their way to the Wind Shrine and didn't get very far. Now we have Titus has come to their rescue and decides he's going to join them after all.
I can't help but laugh every time I hear you call him Titus.
I know it's
Weird.
a little part of me dies inside. I'll probably revert to calling him Titus eventually.
Just not calling him Barts is weird. Or Butts.
Or Butts, yeah. I mean, if we want to break down the word phonetically, I can make an argument for Titus.
So we get into where we get random encounters, and who could have guessed it? In an FF speedrun, we run from them. We'll take a few encounters here and there selectively throughout the run, but it's pretty minimal.
Yeah, this is actually one of the... It's the only one I know of where you try to limit your levels as much as possible. We'll explain why a little later.
Keep in mind, everybody, at any point in time, for £5, you can redeem changing the music from OST to remaster. You can change it back anytime you want. To a certain extent, like let's limit it to like maybe every 5 minutes or so, but
Yeah,
it's an
whatever you
open
think.
redemption. You can change it to hear the remaster music anytime you want, change it back to original anytime you want.
It is always nice to hear the OG and like the difference between the two.
Right, and we are currently on the OG.
The remaster music is very nice.
It really is. They really did a good job in this game for it.
A really good time to redeem that would be right before the big bridge.
I wholeheartedly agree. Like, do we have
just to get the guitar solo.
Yeah, we have a we have a surprise for chat. We're gonna have fun with this one.
The best part is we actually get to hear the big bridge for a decent amount of time, 2 times in this run. So we do have the opportunity to hear the new music and the old if we want,
Very nice.
without having to swap them in the middle of it.
So Ferris has noticed that he has the same pendant that Lena does. Now
we get to meet everybody's favorite dragon, Miss Sildra. We're actually already saving Sildra, Krausar.
Yes, done deal.
Misa did redeem for us to go see the cutscene later to get the summon. Nice. We already got a 2-pack. Love to see it. James, would you care to explain why I like the 2-pack instead of a 3-pack?
Absolutely. So somewhere in the Wind Shrine here, we need to find a enemy encounter. To make sure that I believe it's all 3 at the top, so it's Bartz, Lena, and Galuf will all be at level 2. Because there's a strategy we're going to use coming up where our level needs to match the level of the enemy. We could take a 3-pack, but then Bartz ends up going to level 3. Which means he's not really useful in that fight. So ideally, we find a 2-pack. It's nice when you find it right away and you don't have to run circles.
Absolutely.
So we have 2 bosses coming up where we will use a blue magic ability called Goblin Punch, which we're going to learn in just a little bit here. And Goblin Punch has a nice mechanic where it will do 8 times damage if your level matches the level of the enemy that you're attacking. And so we have a boss coming up that's at level 2, and so we want our characters at level 2. Later on, we're going to look for another 2-pack encounter to boost our levels to level 3. But the next boss after that, whose level is at level 3. We've now gotten our first jobs of the game. Final Fantasy V is a return to the job system. Final Fantasy IV kind of took a break from that, at least in allowing you the opportunity to choose your jobs. Final Fantasy V gives you the option to choose jobs. Nightshade's going to change 3 of his characters to blue mages. The bottom one to a black mage. Eris on the bottom is going to leave the party momentarily, so she will be a black mage for later on. Our blue mages left behind in the party, we're going to take a battle in a chest coming up where we're going to face a goblin, and we're hoping for that goblin to use Goblin Punch. And the way the blue magic works is when the enemy uses the attack on you, and they use it on a blue mage, you learn that ability just by the attack being used on your character. So this next little room he's going to come into is kind of like a training room. They come in and they demonstrate that you can find items in certain spots on the map, like in pots and in crates and in barrels. And then in the next room, they'll demonstrate how some chests have enemies inside. And we're going to hope that he uses Goblin Punch quickly. There we go.
That was okay-ish. For a PB
Yeah.
run, I wouldn't be too thrilled with that, but it wasn't awful. I'm also running against a really fast one in my PB, so... But for par for the course, that is about average, I'd say. That was like 4 or 5. I think it was 4.
I think it was 4.
I've seen as much as like 12 numerous times, so
That's when
4's
you
not
reset.
so bad. Yeah, exactly.
So if you were just picking up the speedrun and you thought, hey, I'll take extra encounters in the early game, I'll make it a little more comfortable later on. Well, it wouldn't really work out in this run. You'd have to take a lot of encounters to overcome the damage you get from Goblin Punch.
The same can also be said for taking encounters to gain extra level, to think you're more powerful. That can actually work in your disadvantage as well later on in the game. The thing about this run is it's not necessarily hard. It's just a little strict. There is room for safety and stuff like that, but it's a little strict for like as far as leveling and stuff like that. Over leveling can definitely hurt you unless you take measures to make sure you have a good amount of money later. But we will explain all that throughout the run.
I think this is also the first installment where you do not get experience from boss fights.
I believe you are correct.
All right, so Nightshade's going to buy Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder. We will use all 3 of those coming up. Coming out of the town, Nightshade's going to put all of his characters in the back row. We will be back rowed for the entirety of the run. I don't know that we do any regular attacks where row will matter, so we'll stay back row the whole time. And everyone will become a black mage. Another cutscene.
Get used to the cutscenes, guys. It's about a little over 3.5 to 4. It's about a 3.5 to 4 hour run, depending, and about 2 hours of its cutscenes.
Seems like an exaggeration, but it's probably closer to true.
Yeah, there is a cutscene remover for this. I'm not sure how well it works anymore with recent patches and stuff. I've had some issues with it, but it cuts the run down significantly.
Yeah.
But for all purposes, like, it's not that long of a run. So you don't need a cutscene remover for it. It's not so much like FF8, FF9, FF10, 8, 9, 10 hour runs. It's just, it is cutscene heavy, but it's a shorter game. The cutscene remover is nice for practicing, for sure, because you can get through a run real quick. but in no way is it needed.
We're hoping for just one. Oh, we got two. Sometimes you can get through here with one.
Yeah, I actually got that second one pretty early. A lot of times I get it on one of the last couple
Yeah.
spots. There's not really a step route on Pixel remasters, any of them. It's more of a set, like, range of steps that you get an encounter or don't. It seems to vary between them. Like, FF2 is very encounter heavy. FF5 is a little heavy as well. But there's some spots where you'll run into, you can go like 30 steps and not get an encounter.
Right, so this next boss being a water-based enemy will be weak. Thunder. You're also going to notice very often Nightshade will be doing what's called run buffering. Where as soon as this character gets their turn, he's going to try and run. And it's not that he's trying to run, but it brings up the can't run message at the top of the screen. While that message is at the top of the screen, it pauses the ATB of all characters and enemies. So it gives you just a split second of time to be able to get your menuing done to queue up your actions, which really can be the difference between getting through the run and not.
Absolutely.
We do it a little bit in FF4, but it's a big time strategy in FF5. Because if you start taking extra damage, then you start running out of resources really quick.
And non-existent in FF6.
Yeah, that's completely different. Yeah, after spending about 100 hours learning FF6 and running it, coming back to 4 and 5, the ATB moves, it feels like 1,000 miles an hour in 4 and 5.
You know what the thing between 4, 5s, and 6 PR that really just has always grinded my gears? It's the Chocobo. It's one button to get off the Chocobo in 4. You run into the cave with the Chocobo on 5, and it's the other button to get off the Chocobo in 6.
Yeah, that was a little awkward after coming back to 5 after playing 6.
Yeah, because between 4 and 6, one of them you get off with A, one of them you get off with B. It's super weird. And I won't say which is which because it depends if you use a Nintendo-based controller or a Xbox-based controller. Or in James's case, it's either X or O.
Yeah, it's X or O. All right, so we're going to go back to Blue Mage here, and Eris is going to be a thief now, which gives us a couple of advantages. I'm going to let Nightshade do his menu without talking in his ear.
You're good.
So Thief gives us the sprint ability while the Thief is equipped. Eventually, our Thieves will all master the sprint ability, and we'll be able to assign it to certain characters. But sprint lets us move at 4 times speed compared to walking speed. So we pretty much want to have sprint equipped at all times.
One thing I want to add to that is the Thief will master sprint, but if you want to pick up this game, I just wanted to prepare you that you will never master sprint. It is so fast.
Yeah.
Doors are very hard in FF5 PR with the Thief sprint speed.
And this room can get you.
Yes.
There are trap doors.
You saw me take a little walk step to the middle there and then go down. That's because it's easy if you're just going full sprint speed to go too far. If you go to the left row, 1 row over from where I was, there is a trap floor, and it will send you back, and you'll have to go back to the previous floor. So it's like 20 seconds of time loss. Obviously, for speedruns, we don't want that.
No.
Very cool trick.
There's actually a lot of trap floors in this run.
Another benefit to having a thief, and one reason why we'll try to have a thief in the party almost all times, is they prevent back attacks.
Yes. There are little perks to some of these jobs. We're going to get one later that actually increases our preempt chance.
It's kind of the reason like I'm like a big fan of this game. Like for somebody that runs 10.2, this is like the OG job system. Like it's pretty much like there really wasn't a job system in a Final Fantasy game up until like 10.2. This was like the last one to really do it.
FF3 introduced it. This one kind of made it better though.
Yeah, but like after this one, like you look at everything up until like Final Fantasy X-2, like 10.2 kind of brought it back a little bit with the dressers and stuff. So like I've always appreciated this game for that reason.
And hey, it's not every day you get to see Tidus run through FF5.
I know, right? Thanks, Misa. You've ruined everything today.
I have to go save a dragon, then I have to go later and kill a dragon. What's he doing to me?
Oh.
I'm not emotionally ready for this.
You're welcome.
It's actually not bad. I'm getting here almost at 30 flat.
Milers.
For PB runs, I like to be here around 29:30 to 29:45. Me getting here in a marathon run after and having to rename Bart's and getting here just past 30 flat, actually pretty decent. So this is the Siren boss, which has not appeared yet, but obviously something's going on here that's swooning all of our characters. But our old man Galuf here, he can't remember anything, so he doesn't know who this person is. So he's actually the voice of reason here. So he cannot fall under the Siren's spell. I've always liked the Siren's sprite too. Those large sprites are really cool. This is the fight that James was alluding to earlier, that we want to use Goblin Punch because when you match the level of an enemy, you do ×8 damage. This is why we wanted a 2-pack in the tower to keep Bart's at level 2 and gain the other ones to level 2. So we're going to have 3 people here Goblin Punching that are just going to do ridiculous damage, and Siren has 900 HP. So we're going to knock it out in 4 shots. And getting silence on the first round is a bonus. This is pretty much a free fight at this point.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's gonna die. Siren can do a few things. It can hit you, it can use silence as you saw, it can use haste on itself. Haste can get a little nasty. It can use, is it Blizzara it uses, James? I think it uses tier 2.
Blizzard.
It uses an ice spell, and if it hits you with it, it does kill you.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much the best opening you can hope for.
Black mages.
Yep.
So now we're in another section where we're hoping for a certain encounter to get our level just to where we need it to be.
We just did get a 10-pound donation from Krausar. From the Shades Companion. I'm assuming that's to switch the music. I'm assuming that's what it's for.
We got music swap?
I don't know if they didn't say it was for a music swap. It was like worth every dollar that Penn has saved those precious animals.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I almost made one to play all 8 pianos in the game.
Oh no.
That's crazy talk. And, no, just to fill the bar, and the bar has been filling up very healthily today, thanks to a lot of generous donations. So thank you for that.
So that Gatling and double Tatao fight right there, I could have taken, but well, that one.
There is a way to get through. Some runners will skip the leveling in this part. There's another way to get through it.
That donation just put us over 500 through the event. That's awesome.
There is an encounter in this mountain I can take as a backup. There it is.
There it is. So we have another mechanic coming up where we're going to get poisoned on purpose, so that eventually all our characters are in critical health. We'll explain why in a little bit. What?
Interesting.
What happened there?
It like run delayed me.
That's strange. That's because his name was Titus.
It had to be. So there is a safer strat here that's actually in the notes to do to change Ferris from a thief to a black mage. Honestly, after getting kind of trolled there by the game, I should have just done it, but I usually just let it ride. It's just in case she gets ATB first, because she is kind of prone to.
It's going to be deleted out of the notes.
Alright, is it?
Yeah. You can
I
wait
don't do it most of the time.
You can wait till the next character's ATB fills and then run buffer.
Yeah, and that's what I do.
Swapping.
That's what I do, actually.
Unless it does that. That is... Yeah.
So this is the game starting to troll me.
So I haven't figured out what is happening there. I don't know if it's your run buffering right when the next ATB fills, or sometimes it just will not let you...
Well, sometimes, like, I don't know if you've noticed this or not. For me, I've noticed sometimes it feels like, and FF4 seems to do this too. Sometimes it feels like the ATB will fill super fast for your characters, and sometimes it feels like it just like fills really slow.
Yeah.
And right there, it filled really slow.
Yeah. Well, you should have been able to swap characters because the other ATB was filled.
Yeah. And I think that was just run buffering a couple frames early.
Yep. And it's a challenge to rerun buffer after you've done it too early. Take two. Almost the exact same.
Bro!
Oh.
So I'm getting trolled actually pretty hard. I blame Maddie for this because he's the one that said something about this game trolling me.
No, this is just me being in stream. I literally... It started at Dragon Quest III, it carried over to Final Fantasy X, and now it's this one. If I am around bad, an RNG is going to show up. Like, I literally say, when I say I have the worst luck out of any speedrunner, like, I bring the luck, I bring the luck to the party. Like, you can leave yours at home. I have plenty for everybody to go around.
We're not gonna fail this one, so.
I truly am the jinx. You could ask Mars.
We went ahead and made Ferris a black mage here, so.
I apologize that I was there and brought you back luck, because that was... My god. It seems to be a pattern.
I'm not sure how she still got her turn.
Yeah, I don't know.
You did run buffer. You were still in the menu.
PR moments.
Yeah.
Attack that.
So we're going to use a lot of rods in the game, and in Final Fantasy V, using a rod like an item will use the level 3 version of that spell. The Frost Rod is casting Blizzaga. Just a nice little perk. Alright, so in that menu we made Art's a Thief, to give us the sprint ability and prevent back attacks. I'm sorry, Titus is a thief. We made Lena and Galuf blue mages to attack the next boss, and Eris is a knight, which will mean she will protect all characters in critical health. And knights in Final Fantasy V have a guard ability, which makes them immune to physical attacks. So coming up, we're going to have Ferris use the guard ability, so she is basically invincible, and she will cover the rest of the party, making them invincible as well. And then we just goblin punch away.
Nice.
Few little safety items here.
Here's that thief movement. Being
Oh,
a
yeah.
pain. Because I don't have Lena as the on-screen character. That's also in the notes, everybody. You have to put Lena as your on-screen character. It's good luck. It's probably why Magiso just wrecked my life out of 2.5 minutes. Or we could just continue to blame Maddie, which I prefer.
That's what most people do. You're not wrong for doing so. I blame me most days myself, so it's a totally natural thing.
We also do have that change music redemption, guys, if you guys want to hear the new music. Don't forget
Yes.
that.
And just a reminder, we did reach the $500 milestone mark on day 2. We're already 25% to our goal on the
What
second
is
day.
happening?
It was
So many
incredible.
things.
Blaming me is never wrong. Blaming me is wrong. I don't want to be right.
Not the wyvern. I was gonna say anything but the wyvern.
That was about to happen again.
So the wyvern, out of all the enemies here, can use, I think it's breath wing it uses. Anyway, it has a AoE attack. It's gonna kill obviously 3/4 of our party, because 3/4 of our party's at 1 HP. Oh, that was funky movement. This is our second Goblin Punch boss. I'll let James go ahead and explain that one.
The gorilla is at level 3, which is what our blue mages are at now. Ideally, you get your knight to guard first. This gorilla will counterattack.
Yeah, I took a risk there.
And we actually hit his HP exactly with 5 goblin punches. do want to make sure that Ferris's HP is not super low because she can take some attacks, but also Garula will do sap damage. So even though we take no initial damage, you will take off maybe about 10 HP during the battle, depending on how many times he gets hit, or Ferris gets hit.
Right. And there's always the chance that he might, before you can get guard off, you want to try to do, I did not do it there, but you want to try to get guard off before any kind of action. But even with doing that, sometimes it will get an attack off, which he is going to protect everybody and crit anyway. So she's going to eat the damage. So you definitely want her at least in the 50s on HP. If you want to play safe, you can use a couple potions on her and just go ahead and full heal her. And then at that point, you're pretty safe.
We added a few more jobs here. Every time a crystal explodes, we do end up with a few jobs given to us from the crystal. My daughter used to tear up at this next part.
Nom noms.
It's okay. Thanks to Misa, we are going to see Sildra one more time later.
Yeah.
We'll see her again. The screen fades to black and you hear the trailing off whine.
It's the music that really tugs at the heartstrings. It really is. Oh.
For me, it's that right there. It's the last little dragon.
All right, we have another job change coming up. Arts is already a thief, but now Galuf is going to be a thief as well. They're going to start gaining ability points towards learning Scram, which is a useful ability coming up, and eventually Sprint. The girls are going to switch over to Black Mages. We're going to use them to cast some magic and break some rods, just like we saw with the Frost Rod earlier. The nice thing is, all of our characters have mastered the level 1 black magic ability. So now, even though they are thieves, Bartz and Galuf will be able to cast some level 1 magic.
Oh, and we're coming up on our little special shop.
Yep. Oh yeah. So we're going to take 3 encounters in the forest here. That's going to give us the levels that we need coming up and skill that we need.
So there's a cool little trick you can do using an auto clicker on a PC. When you get into this shop coming up here, you get arrested. But it does let you buy something at basically a major discount. Like, what is it? 25%? You get like 75% off, James.
Yeah,
I think
the
it
rods
costs like
normally
187 for a rod,
Yeah, and they're 187.
and they're normally 750. But using auto clicker, I'm gonna do something cool here. So I just got like 8. I missed the shopkeeper on my initial walk-in, or I probably could have got 15 plus. But we got like 8, which is ridiculous.
If you can hit the auto clicker, talk to the shopkeeper while the while the auto save is happening, it prevents it from kicking you out of the shop. So the auto clicker just goes, and he's got his cursor set to the spot on the screen where the rod is in the shop. So the auto clicker is automatically buying that item that it's on, which happens to be flame rods, which is why his mouse is in the exact spot that it is on the screen.
Yeah, it's pretty much set to my controller button. So I can also basically use it as a turbo for text boxes, which is kind of nice.
I think that's a shout out to a JP runner or Narako. Is that
Yes.
who it was? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shared that
Narako actually managed to pull 18 rods on that buy, which to my knowledge is the most. I've been able to pull 17 once. I can pretty consistently pull 13 to 15. I kind of missed my mark there when I went in to talk to the shopkeeper, so it kind of cost me some time on my auto buy on this particular go, but I still probably got at least 8. Which 8 is the magic number for flame rods, so I'm pretty much already saving like over $3,000 with that.
If you're following the guide, it's written for you to just buy one. So if you can't get the trick down, or you're playing on console, you can still get through the run. The Nightshade's going to sell just about every bit of equipment that we have. Looking for 8 flame rods and 4 frost rods.
I was going to buy a flame rod, but
Then we're going to use Blizzara and Sleep.
I almost forgot Sleep.
And Raise. You buy Raise to literally use it
One
very
time.
into the game. Very into the game.
I guess technically 3 times, but in one sitting.
Yeah. It has to be 2. You could use a PD on trial and it'd be fine, but
Yeah, there's also other strats you can use, so you can use it on a boss. This route does this particular boss a different way, but you can use it on a boss to kill it.
oh, the Tyrannosaur.
Yeah, the old strats did that. Did Razor through a Phoenix, but Phoenix Down's actually, funny enough, everybody. Nice.
Whoa.
Oh, nice. What's going on here? So Phoenix Downs actually, guys, can miss in this game, whether you cast them on an enemy or yourself.
Did you equip frost rods?
Not
Your
yet.
Black Mage? Okay.
Not yet. Oh my gosh, it's fine. I was thinking about actually possibly doing it in the fight. Probably shouldn't. I have before, but
Another mechanic with the elemental rods is they boost the magic damage from that elemental spell. So coming up, we're going to use a frost rod on the boss. We want to make sure we have a frost rod equipped because it will boost the damage from the Blizzaga that will be cast by using the frost rod. if that makes sense. I felt like I said frost rod about 16 times in that description. Then there are times when we don't want that damage boost, where we will not have a rod equipped.
Yeah, some of the bosses in FF5 have certain damage thresholds that unleash some pretty nasty stuff.
Right, so the magic number here is 3,000. We need 3,000 HP on the rod break. Boss coming up is Liquid Flame. Liquid Flame has 3 forms. It starts off in its human form, and it's weak to ice in this form. Well, he may change. Oh, okay.
I got so lucky.
Oh, we didn't get it. Okay. So when he takes damage, he'll attack the party and then change form. We actually got lucky that we got the tornado form, because the tornado form is the other form weak to ice. Most of the time he'll change to a hand form, and the hand form is not weak against ice. So you pretty much just have to punch it to get him to change, because you can't do any damage. So it's a little bit of a time loss if you get the hand form.
That was actually, as far as money and everything, as far as time, it wasn't the most optimal scenario, but as far as money, that was the most optimal way that fight could go, because the tornado actually drops the flame bow, which sells for 1,200. The human form, which is the only other one we can kill, drops the flame scroll, which sells for, I think, 200? Something like that. It's a lot less. It might not even be that much.
I think you buy scrolls for 200, so it'll sell for 100.
100.
A big difference, though.
Yes. For time purposes, like the best option is just to get a high roll on the initial rod throw, which doesn't happen that often, to be honest. I did get a little scared with that fire cast from the thief. I don't know if the fire cast actually pushes his script though, because he absorbs it.
Yeah, I think it be if it takes damage, and since it didn't take damage.
Right, yeah, I think it because of absorbing it, it doesn't do anything with the script, because you're essentially just healing it.
So when we're looking at the damage that a rod will do on its cast, part of it's influenced by the magic stat of the caster, but there's some hidden, I don't know what it is that affects it, but the character's level has a great effect on the damage that the rod does, and it seems to be, like, doesn't matter about the magic stat. Like when we go from level 8 to level 9, get almost a 20% boost on rod damage. So actually coming out, we're hoping to get Ferris to level 9 by taking 3 or 4 of these 4-packs as they come.
You can also get a 1-pack, which is just 1 dog. If you're already set up, you'll kill it. Otherwise, it'll flee. It's still worth taking, but we obviously want that 4-pack a lot better. And this is actually solid. I got 3 4-packs. This should be good. We'll have to still have the boss fight. Because doesn't that fight, that Iron Claw fight, doesn't that give you experience?
It does. So this is enough, and this will actually, this gets everybody to level 9.
Yeah, I think Ferris is already 9. Lena should be after this, though.
She'll get it here. So they'll all hit 9. They'll hit 9 at this next battle. And then everybody defend.
I'm already set to it, but
yeah.
I'm gonna have to hit the pot in a library. I only have 8 MP with Lena. I usually hit the healing pot anyway.
I've started skipping it because if you take any damage from Ifrit, he's gonna kill you anyways.
Yeah, I usually only hit it if I'm low on MP, which I am.
With Ferris at level 9, you shouldn't need Lena to cast any spell.
Shouldn't, but I don't want to trust it for this run. I don't really know what her range on the throw is.
The lowest I've seen is 33.
I'm pretty sure I've seen her not kill with level 9 on Ifrit.
Oh, I don't know that I've seen that. But it takes 10 seconds to hit the pot.
Yeah. For marathon purposes.
You want to be a little careful here. If you get an encounter in the desert, you're going to get a Chimera that can use Aqua Rake on your party.
Yeah, with the luck that I've had on getting run delayed, that would be bad. Dude, it's not even 10 seconds, that was like 2 seconds.
Yeah. So with Nightshade using the rod on that last encounter, his auto battle is now set for Ferris to throw a rod. On this next boss, we don't need to do anything except just push auto battle.
And hope she gets the ATB first, because lately Lena's been getting it for me, which is fine, but it just makes it a little slower because Ferris is supposed to get the kill.
Just make sure Lena doesn't have the rod equipped still.
Yeah, I actually forgot that. That was a good call.
I've forgotten it plenty of times.
Oh, it's easy to do.
There we go.
Oh, she smoked it.
Yep. So the next boss coming up is weak against fire, but we don't want the rods equipped because he has a damage threshold where if you hit it, he'll start wiping you out. So we're still going to break 2 rods on the next boss, but we're going to break them without having a flame rod equipped.
Hey, I avoided it. It's so easy. You know what I'm talking about. It's so easy to walk out that door.
Now you can go through that doorway from the side. If you go too far down and then you try and run along the bottom, you'll end up running through the door.
Oh wait, I didn't want to do that.
You're fine.
Yeah, I know. But I have to take him back off now.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that you put them on.
Yeah, the notes actually say to swap major weapons to frost rod or to flame rods, which I just have been ignoring, and for some reason I did that there. But I usually just unequip them and leave it.
Yeah, I need to change that.
Yeah, it should just be unequip. Just remove weapon from it. Well, Lena won't have one, but Ferris will. I don't swap her to a flame rod for the Ifrit fight. I just unequip. R2 is a quick remove.
Yes.
I don't really, yeah, I don't really need the pot here.
No, you're fine.
I was thinking, should I do it for safety, but I didn't really take damage.
No, you're
I'll
fine.
take the pot.
I bet you will.
I will. Give it to me
It's a
now.
family-friendly stream, Maddie.
It is.
So Bart's and Galef should have
We're not
mastered
hurting it,
Scram.
or we're saving animals. It's fine.
So he's going to want to put Scram on Bart's and Galef.
Well, good call,
Go ahead
good
and
call.
set that up.
I don't think, oh, Galef does have it.
Yep. So for
I've
the
only been
most
putting it
part-
on Bart's.
So for the most part, we will now use Scram. Just let auto battle let us run from battles.
That's another revision that needs to get put in. Is add Scram to Bart's and Galef.
Yeah, it's something I just started doing.
I actually did not know Galef had Scram already there. Which I guess
As long
makes
as he
sense.
survives. If he dies somewhere along the way, then he'll might not learn it, but
Right.
I figured
I
if he
know
knows
if
it, why
he
not?
survives, he should have Sprint right before Bart's gets hide. When we do the little grind on the island.
Yep. Which that's another little change. I've been making Bart's Bard before Sandworm.
Ah.
That cuts a couple of battles off the island. And you end up one level lower.
Oh, right on.
But that brings in some other problems, so we're not going to do that tonight.
No, we're gonna stick to the script.
Oh, yeah.
So both of them should be level 9 with all the encounters they got in Karnak.
Yeah, everyone's level 9.
I don't know if you've seen it or not. I've actually failed Sandworm with Lena at 8 and Ferris at 9.
It happened in my run last night.
Oh, did it? Okay. Yeah, it's like, it's just a matter of if you get low rolled on the rods, it hurts.
It's the only time I've seen it happen.
It's happened to me once, maybe twice. I think it's only been once. But I've seen it, and it's kind of frustrating. Because you go into the fight and you're like, I got this, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, thanks.
I mean, yeah, you tune out because you set auto battle and you don't have to pay attention to what's happening for a few seconds. And all of a sudden you see that they try to scram and you see the miss. Scram misses, and the next thing you know, he wipes your party with a sandstorm.
Mm-hmm.
And then your PB is dead.
I think Magisa made sure that wasn't gonna happen.
So Galef has regained all of his memories as to where he's from and why he's here. Our ship got swallowed up by the sea, but fortunately we have a black chocobo forest here.
How convenient.
Very nice. And he's swallowed the next few crystals that we need.
I've always found it very humorous that this chocobo can't fly because he's got 2 crystal shards in his belly, but he can fly with 4 of us on his back. I'm just saying.
You weren't supposed to notice that.
I mean, physics, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes total sense.
It truly is a Final Fantasy.
I think that's what they like to call a medical miracle, something like that.
Slap him on the back and he can suddenly fly with 4 people on him.
Sha!
Cha-cha!
Sha! Mush!
Oh, Prothrod. I don't think we need Fiend. Yeah. Don't have it. Oh, I do have Ether. Flame Scroll, Ninja Suit, Iron Draft, Flame Bow. I guess Silver Plate can go.
Yeah.
We're gonna buy 48 since I have extra money for safety.
Dance around the staircase.
Yep. Use that thief sprint speed to make myself look dumb again. Also go the wrong way because I'm used to the old route. For some reason, I've never got this out of my head. The old route, we went back up and went to the island grind right then.
So when you exit that shop, you can go directly north and exit the town to the north.
Yeah, that's another thing I always forget. There's a village in FF2 that I do that a lot on too. You can walk right out of at the top, and I just actively don't.
Oh, is that Salamand?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can also do it in Altair. when you do the item shop. You can walk north of the item shop and leave.
Oh yeah. On this sandworm fight, we're going to see 3 holes, and sandworm will come up out of one of the holes. This is another fight where we're going to use rods to defeat the boss. The unfortunate thing is the rod attacks all enemies. So we do have to hit a... Oh no.
I didn't set up Scram, but it's fine. I'm not so worried about the quicksand. I'll just have to use more potions.
I'm just glad you survived. I was expecting you to die.
Quicksand, I knew I was high enough HP. Quicksand shouldn't really hurt me, so I need to do 2202. Oh wow. I gotta use 6 potions. Yuck.
Look how low when commenter says you're lucky to be alive, bro.
As long as I have decent HP going in there, I don't ever die to sand, quicksand or whatever, sandstorm. Famous last words, right?
Sandstorm. Depending on what game you play.
Yeah, just get me out of here. At least it wasn't Gold Bear or Sand Bear.
Oh yeah, those are rough.
Yeah, this guy.
He's almost impossible to run from without Scram.
Yeah, so if you have to set up Scram on him, it's just god-awful. So now we're investigating this ruined town because there was rumors of Daddy being here, and as you saw, we just saw Daddy. Daddy would be King Tycoon, which would be Lena's dad, but we're about to find out a nice little secret. As you know earlier, Ferris noticed that she had the same pendant as Lena. Well, here in just a second, we're gonna find out why. So it actually turns out that they are long-lost sisters. Which means they are actually both princesses.
Reunited and it feels so good.
I feel like Ferris would take offense at being called a princess.
True.
Considering she was going by a guy earlier in the game.
Right. For good reason. Like she said, how would you feel being the only woman on a ship full of guys?
Wouldn't turn out so well. There's a scene, I don't know if it's in the speed run or if it happens through a casual run, but there's a scene where I think they walk in on her changing, and they have a surprise where they realize that it's not a guy, that it's a girl.
Really? I actually never knew that.
I don't know if it's the cutscene that's on the ship or if it's in another cutscene that you can see, like, if you're running through the game, not speed running it.
Right. we're almost at my favorite part.
So coming up, we're going to swap the girls over to Ninja, the Ninja job, which will allow them to throw scrolls. We just bought about 48 lightning scrolls. We're going to be using quite a few of them in the next little bit. We're also going to change the Barts over to the Bard job, because we need them to learn Hide for a couple of bosses later in the game. With the ninja job, if we give them a black magic ability, which we learned from being black mages earlier, that will boost the damage of their scrolls that they throw.
I think 92 is enough for Galuf.
Oh, this should be fine. You shouldn't take damage here. We're also setting up our auto battle here for a little grind that's coming up. Now our ninjas are set to throwing scrolls, and the Arts and Galuf are set to defend. Coming up, we'll only need to auto battle. We're gonna do this for a little bit until Bartz learns hide. And then we also use the ship to speed up the rate of encounters. Oh. Now that Bartz knows hide, we're gonna change his job to a thief. And we're gonna make Galif a ninja, just to help out with this next boss. This boss can be a little tricky because we have girl set to auto battle on scrolls. Galif is not, so we're gonna need to kind of run buffer right when he gets his turn and hope that he doesn't do that.
What an actual jerk. Unreal.
Did you change jobs after you came in this room?
No, before.
Okay.
I do it right before for that reason. Autosave.
Blame Maddie? Is that what we're doing here? Is it my fault yet?
Well, it would have been a good split until I got trolled.
So we figured out we needed to get to that big city that we saw floating up earlier. And in order to do that, we're going to use the adamantite that we just picked up from that meteor. That's going to give our ship the ability to fly higher in the sky.
And then we're gonna get to go show off a really cool quote-unquote glitch. Maybe.
Quote unquote.
It's my favorite thing in the entire run, I swear.
He's building it up. In case
I'm
it
gonna be
happens.
upset actually if it doesn't happen. It's happened to me every run in a row lately.
I promise I won't jinx this one. I really don't want to.
I actually, like, it happening is just more time lost, but... James, would you like to go ahead and just explain what could happen here?
So, I don't know about the other PRs, but Final Fantasy V has a tendency to soft lock in a few areas. The most notorious one is coming up in a cutscene. thought it had to do something with auto battle being engaged when the battle ended, or using an auto clicker to scroll through the text.
Yeah, I'm just letting it ride.
Yeah, seems like we've had it happen even without those things being turned on. And it would be right here instead of
On the
fading
street.
out. There it is. There it is.
Every time. Every time.
There it is.
First try every time. Got him.
Every time. Like, lately it just seems worse.
I haven't
Every
had
time.
it happen on PS5, so that's kind of odd that it's happening to you every time. And the only thing you can do is close the game and then load the quick save.
And this is why I get upset when I stream FF5 and this happens. Because it literally kills my run. It is a run killer when you're going for PB.
You may have to reshare your Discord.
Yeah, I will in a second. Are we good?
Yep, I got it.
Why it happens, we don't know. I've had it happen with auto battle, without auto battle, with turbo, without, with auto click, without, with all of them or none.
I finished a run offline today. Finished a run offline, and I left the turbo on to scroll through the text. I left the room, I came back a little bit later, and it had soft locked in the credits.
Cool. That's awesome.
The screen was black, I couldn't do anything.
That's awesome.
At that point, it's like, at least I beat it.
Yeah. I've been having it soft lock in Karnak on the escape.
See, this is the old, like, I know, like, B-Dude and some others have had, like, some locks here and there, like, especially the, abductor fight, leaving the castle later. I've never had any problems with this game other than that one spot right there, consistently.
Yeah.
That literally makes 5 times in a row for me. Oh, nice. Okay. Just run.
Oh, did you defend Bart's?
Yep. Alright, we're good. So FF5 dungeons kind of share a similar thing with FF2 dungeons in that they are a huge maze. But as long as you know where to go, it's no problem.
This one especially is a bit...
Yeah, this one's a little daunting. Magic numbers are 9313.
This boss coming up will change its weakness as the battle goes on, as you take a certain amount of damage off. It just so happens that we can use 9 lightning scrolls. It'll change its weakness 3 times. Once after each.
Okay.
Once after 3 scrolls. After the 3rd time, we need to switch up to water scrolls.
1, 2, 3.
You'll see it change here.
4, 5, 6,
And you can watch it splash a little bit.
7,
Yep.
8, 9.
Now we'll do 3 water scrolls. If you keep going with the lightning scrolls, then you start healing it. And we don't want to
3.
do that. Now it dies. Or does it?
Oh no.
And we do 3 more water scrolls and throw that shuriken we just picked up.
Boss drops so much useless stuff.
Oh yeah. And now we have about a 10-minute cutscene.
Yeah, this is a long one. I'm gonna take a quick break, stretch my legs, walk around.
Absolutely.
Honestly, guys, if you guys have been watching for a while, I suggest you do the same. We do have some time here on this cutscene. Stretch the
I'm
legs,
gonna do the same.
get some water, hydrate, do what you got to do.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, man. What a wow. Yeah. Oh. This is actually not fairly bad time. So yeah, thank you everybody, and I just wanted to remind everybody why we're here is for Blue Cross UK. Their charity has been helping sick, injured, abandoned, and homeless pets since 1897, and Blue Cross UK they help thousands of pets in need every month, providing veterinary care, expert behavior help, and finding them loving, happy homes, as well as advice and education for current and future pet owners, and pet behavior support. And they develop lifelong relationships with pets and owners, providing quality care that is accessible and non-judgmental. And I think that's the one thing that we do, a lot of us have in common, is that we are like animal owners and animal lovers, and it just this charity really is it means a lot to me to just do something good for this cause. And it's just nice to see, like, we're already 2 days in and we're already like 25% to our goal. It's a huge shout out to you guys for supporting and just being a fan of what we started and what we're going to be doing moving forward. So thank you for just being a part of it. It's fun. Like I said, we just got started. We got another 12 or 13 days of this, with milestones pending, because we did just reach 500, and there are some possible milestone runs post event after the 14 days, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, everybody's just been doing a fantastic job. GG's to everybody. It really makes me being a host and just everything else just makes it that much easier and and much more enjoyable. So thank you. I'm done my rambling. You guys enjoy some cutscenage. I'm gonna go take a break myself. I do need to get up and stretch.
Alright, and we are back. Cutscene is just about to end and regain control. We do technically have probably a couple more minutes. I always forget about this part. Gallif's gonna leave.
That likes to fake you out. I think it's almost done. Oh wait.
But wait, there's more. Buy this cutscene now and get the next one half off. Act now in the next 20 minutes. I was doing my best for a TV infomercial.
Your inner Billy Mays.
Mm-hmm. OxyClean, yo. Can't go wrong. I think I do that every run. I have turbo on, so I try one quick failure land in the desert and then go. Alright, so now what's going on is the girls decided they want to go after Galif. They want to follow him. Galif and Kryl went back to their world. They do live in a different world. So now we're going to try to harness the power of all the meteors in order to try to get ourselves to their world.
And we have our two most favorite jobs. We have Samurai that allows us to throw money at all of our problems. And we have Chemist.
Which just breaks the game completely.
Oh yeah. Gives us three powerful buffs.
The mixability in this game, when used with certain things in the correct ways, is just absolutely game-breaking. There's so many different things you can do with it. Which is actually a partial reason why 4-Job Fiesta is so popular. Like, there's all kinds of cool ways you can build your party in this game. If you're not familiar with the 4-Job Fiesta runs, basically it's a challenge run where you roll, there's a website for it, and you can roll under certain rule sets, and it'll give you jobs, then those are the only jobs you can use as you get them. It's a really fun thing to do.
I believe their annual event's coming up.
I believe you're correct, actually. I've only gone for one 4-Job Fiesta, and I still haven't finished it. I got lazy on it, but I am probably a little over halfway through it. But I have a pretty good party, too. If I'm not mistaken, I have a Mystic Knight. I think I have a Ninja. I might have a blue, I want to say a blue mage. I can't remember what all I have, but I have some pretty good party classes. So we are set up for this boss fight. Pretty much just an auto battle.
Which is a good thing, because this one can wipe your party.
Yeah, can't they also use like Aqua Breath or something?
Yeah.
Aqua Rake? Alright. And to our last meteor.
So this next boss is the first boss that we will use the hide ability on. Which is why we wanted Barks to learn it earlier. So what Titan does when you kill him, he does one final attack of Quake. Which we can survive if our HP is high enough. Unfortunately,
Which it's not.
It's not high enough. The Barts can hide.
My favorite part is after the girls die, he just comes out like, we win!
Yeah. I don't know where he goes, but apparently Earthshaker doesn't affect him.
Like right here. This, I just love it. I just love this. They're dead. Hey, we win!
Incredible.
Why are you guys on the ground?
It's like the movie Big Daddy, who's like, why do you win? Because I win. How do you win?
'Cause I win.
Because I win. What's the name of this game? I win.
I don't know, whoever wrote this route must have a problem with women.
Okay, so...
Calling it how you see it.
I think for the purposes of me having to fight Shinryu, I'm not gonna change him to Samurai here.
No, it's fine.
I think I want to keep every possible Zenny throw that I have.
Just get a first round Hurricane and you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's easy. Because he always does it first round, right? Attacks you like twice and then decides to throw a Hurricane when you would die.
It really shouldn't go any more than 3 rounds.
Right. I think I'm actually gonna want to keep the tent technically. They're not worth that much.
No.
No, I'm gonna use it. It saves the text. So you can either go up into the forest here, or you can use a quick tent. If you go into the forest, you see like 2 or 3 text boxes. It's not a huge save, but it is a couple seconds. And we have enough tents that we can afford to use it there. If I'm not mistaken, and we only really actually use 1 more in the run, right?
Yeah, you have an extra.
Yeah. So you don't want to defend yourself here. Because when you defend, you take half damage. I told you, no, he never attacks you twice, then uses Hurricane.
Would have been faster if he just went ahead and killed you.
Yeah. I was hoping maybe the critical attack would, but I didn't know how much damage it would actually do.
So I guess technically that's about as slow as that fight can go.
Pretty much. I feel like I talked myself into him attacking me twice, then using Hurricane. Like I commentator cursed myself.
All right, we have a really good opportunity coming up to change
I'll be the
means
judge
over.
of that. Thank you very much.
$5, you can hear a wicked guitar riff.
Oh, yeah.
And we can get our cat jams in chat.
Oh boy. Here we go. So let me get this ready. I am pinning this. I am pinning this. I am pinning this in chat. Nobody
There it
use.
is.
Yeah, everybody, please copy pasta and have this ready when I say go. And I don't care if anybody donates. Just switch it to the hardcore like. These people must know. What is about to go down? I need everybody to just copy and pause that and just hold ATV. Hold.
Hold, troops.
Just hold.
Hold.
Just hold, troops. Somewhere Maelstrom's probably shaking his head, and I absolutely love it. Tell him I said that.
Why does he not have...
Because you haven't changed his job. We're gonna change him to Samurai with Sprint.
Yep. I clearly overlooked that part. I knew I was forgetting something.
This is one of the few areas where we do not have a thief. So we just hope we don't get back attacked. Run buffer.
I always love this. You just throw some money at him and he says, oh, well, that's enough of a beating again today. Don't step out of line again. He literally never touches us. Fool. I have plenty of money to not have to change her, but for the whole purpose of the fight I have to partake in later.
Does it say to swap Eris to a chemist there?
No.
Okay.
Hit it, troops.
All right, and go. Oh my god, I forgot. There it is. I even have a copy. There we go.
I didn't get Gallif on sprint, but it's fine. Actually, wait, he's already on sprint.
Yeah.
That's actually perfect. I don't have to put him on Zenny now. And he didn't double jump me. Not that it matters, but... Take this room a little slower. I zipped through the first one. I don't trust that one.
But that
It's
one's a
a little-
little trickier.
Yeah, it's a little funky, and Shigeru just makes it look like butter. I can do the first one smooth.
Hold.
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 All right, this is the last tent use. nice scram setup. That worked out really, really, really well. That might be my last encounter. Yeah, we're good. I don't think you can get an encounter in that last little part of that walk.
It does seem like you get a lot of extra steps in there.
Yeah, I haven't really tried to walk back and forth to push the issue, but that last little, when you start to go up there towards the forest, like, it seems like you just don't get an encounter when you think you should. Alright, so we're gonna do some counting here. Shit. That's on me. We got through. Right, 1.
You need at least 7 ability points.
2.
We're hoping for 9.
3. These aren't preferable encounters. I would like the mixed pack.
Yep.
4. 5. Come on. I'm gonna have to take extra. This is kind of why I bought extra flame scrolls. 6. Wow.
It's been like that lately. Hopefully it's...
7,
there we
8.
go.
I can deal with this. This
That's the
is
one we
fine.
needed.
Yep. Night.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
It's Lena, yeah, she can stay dead. She's a ninja, she doesn't need anything.
Nope, you just have to burn a phoenix down.
Do I even have one? Oh, I just grabbed one, duh.
Yeah, I don't think you sold any of them.
I only sold the initial 4 in Carwin. I might have sold 1 in Karnak, but I haven't sold any. If I did sell that one, I haven't sold any since. I don't think I've used any either. Hang on. I don't think I need to, oh, maybe I do. Do I not get a heal? Crap. Come on.
I don't think so.
I couldn't remember if I get a heal before Drakenvale or not. After the cutscene. I'm gonna wait until then.
She just needs to be alive to
Dragon
kill
Pod.
the abductor.
Oh, the abductor as well, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I can't wait till Drakenvale.
Did you change her to Samurai?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that before I left the cave.
It's really convenient that they have a teleport tome there for you.
Right. Titus, son of Dorgan.
Just the way I remember it.
I didn't mean to use that on Ferris. It's fine. Kind of sucks, but
You're about to buy a whole bunch.
right.
Jerk.
So this doesn't affect you at this moment, but I do think I have a mistake in the notes.
Okay.
I think Ferris is supposed to be a chemist before the bridge because she needs that one ability point.
It has an effect. Maybe that's the difference of where I have been affected before. I usually just take the Aspis.
Yeah.
Or I take an extra goblin. If I get 8, I just take one or the other, and I hope I don't get both. If I get 7, I have to take both, pretty much.
Yeah, that's... If you take 7, then you're 1 short at Atomos.
Yeah. And
But you got
maybe
8,
I'm just
so
maybe I
you're
think
good.
I think I know how I fixed that. I've ran into that, and I'm pretty sure I was able to fix it by taking all the goblins on the boat.
Mm-hmm. Because I
But
haven't
that
changed.
shouldn't mess with me here because I got 8.
Yeah, you're good. I have in the notes to move Ferris to Samurai, but in the notes she was never changed off of a Samurai, but she was supposed to have been.
Did you really? Oh my gosh.
She the one, she was still in critical health.
Yeah, I knew she was. I was getting ready to heal her, like, when I got here. I'm dangerously low on potions here, but I shouldn't be taking all this damage either.
You should be good. There's
I should be good now. I'm set up. Hopefully, I'm.
It's this one. That one can sucker punch you.
Yeah, that one's pretty nasty. Yeah, the question mark. I'm just grabbing that for money. I think they sell for like 1,000, don't they?
I'm not sure.
Cottage. It's a decent amount.
I usually skip that one.
Normally I do too.
It would make sense for it to be the same as Phoenix Down. So the bone mail that Nightshade just picked up, when you equip it on your character, it gives them undead properties. Basically means if you use healing magic on them, it actually hurts instead. Which we'll use that to our advantage in a couple of places coming up.
It essentially turns your character into a zombie.
There's another spot you have to be careful how far you go.
Yeah.
This boss is basically free. I honestly don't even know what this boss does. I've never taken damage.
Yeah, me either. Even in old strat we had 2 samurais, so it just like was even quicker.
You could probably swap out Galuf. Want to make sure Bart's learns the mix, which he just did. It's one of the reasons why we were counting the ability points we earned back in the waterway.
So much. How much? Oh, yeah. I have 14 grand still, and I overbought. I bought 68 instead of 58 because of Shinryu.
Yeah.
And a couple extra maiden kisses.
Is there a boss when you save Sildra?
No. No, it's literally just stop off and see the cutscene. Actually close to the cat jam again.
At Jam Part 2?
Yep.
Bye.
Hold.
Hold. Everybody hold.
I see.
Nothing now. I swapped the wrong girl. I swapped the wrong girl to a
On the wrong
time
way.
mage.
Gotta go to the
Where?
island.
Oh, the island, the island, the island, the island.
The
Yeah.
island. We're playing
I
2K20.
gotta-
We're playing 2K25. Let's go.
I got freaking distracted when I realized that Ferris was a time mage instead of Lena.
Here it is. The island of relevance.
I'm just glad I caught it. That could have been detrimental to my run. Talk about Ferris being off on a AP. Yeah, that would have done it. Right, we're good, we're good. Yep. I've made that mistake before too. Just in a hurry in the menu, getting in there and going straight to the first girl and like hitting up and going from the bottom up and making the wrong one. We caught it.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
Man. Go.
Oh, you gotta. Oh,
What?
are you gonna kill him here coming up? Galif.
I'm gonna do it in Gilgamesh.
Okay. So we're gonna kill Galif on purpose. And I think that's our first instance of using mix.
Yes. Because we just learned it at Dragon Pod.
Pause.
Yep.
Hold. Hold. Hello, Jericho. You weren't spamming. You weren't spamming chat.
wasn't spamming chat.
Oh, really?
For
No,
shame.
this is like
For shame.
it's a big deal.
And even though Galuf is dead, we still get to use his sprint ability. And he still keeps us from getting back attacks.
I always found it super weird that you can get a encounter in this save room. Some save rooms you don't get encounters in. Mix.
The way that Xenonage works, or Giltos in the SNES version, that takes your character's level compared to the enemy level, and that determines the amount of damage it does. We're gonna mix up a potion called Samson's Might, and that will raise your character's level by 10 levels every time you use it. It takes an antidote and holy water mixed together. We're gonna do 3 of those. We don't want to see that.
At least we saw it in that round instead of the first or second.
Yeah.
We should be fine.
And then you'll notice Galuf's lifeless body being drugged closer and closer. That's why we killed Galuf.
It's like Tonberry speed.
Yeah. But since Galuf is dead, Atomos will use most of his turns pulling Galuf in more and more. If all of your characters are alive, then he does some pretty nasty attacks.
Meteor, then the like. It's bad. Meteor's very powerful in this game. It hits you multiple times for thousands.
We will not at any point have thousands of hit points.
No, we're pretty much at this point. We might take 1 or 2. We're gonna take like a couple more fights throughout the run, and that's about it. And we're pretty much at our levels.
I think we're at 15 right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We'll probably end up at 16 by the end of the game. Which, since we're on the subject of the Xenonage ability, it costs money to throw money at your enemies. The calculation for that is it's 50 gil for every level that you are. So at our base level of 15 right now, that's 750 gil. The problem is when you use Samson's Might and you raise your level, you also raise the cost of Xenonage. Which by the end of the game, when we're using 5, 6, 7 Samson Mites, we're increasing the cost substantially.
Yes. To put that into perspective, every time you use a Samson's Might, it increases your level by 10. And these upcoming fights, we're going to be using multiple Samson's Mites. You saw we used 3 right there, so we increased by 30 levels. We're going to be using 4 or 5, and in the case of a couple fights, even more than that. I like getting that fight to set up Scram because you have plenty of time.
Yeah, he gives you a lot of time. Everybody turn your heads to Bart's, what he's about to do. Or I mean, Titus. I promise he's trying to be nice to the turtle. Turtle. Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? He said, poor boy. Picking up on a poor defenseless turtle. This is Sage Guido. He is the Yoda of all turtles. Which we will find out soon.
The wisest of all the turtles.
He's like Jedi Turtle.
Jedi. He's that dude.
He even makes a Ninja Turtle reference at one point. He says, "Do you think I just sit around here all day and eat pizza?"
He would. Of course it did. That's great.
Another spell we buy to use one time.
Mm-hmm. Hastiga. Essentially haste 2. Which, hastes our entire party. Right by it.
This is a tough area to navigate.
Yeah, when you pop out the little openings to the trees, like going around them's pretty annoying. Plus you have limited vision here.
I've been skipping this Phoenix down.
Yeah, for marathon purposes. I've been skipping it in normal runs for marathon purposes. I'll just pick it up. It's an extra. One chest you really can't afford to skip is this one right here, however. $9,500 gil is pretty big. I mean, I suppose you could afford it in normal runs if you just made up for it elsewhere, but... Another safety grab, just in case. I always go that way around it and screw myself. I think that was one step from the cutscene. Oh no, it was a few. Another thing I normally wouldn't do in a run, but just for safety's sake.
You need a full heal anyway, so might as well knock it out.
We wait until we enter the tree before we do any kind of menuing, just because we're set to scram. And if we get an encounter on this short little walk right here and do it because we did our menu here, these enemies just don't like to let you normal run.
Oh, and they can wipe you out quite quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna change everybody to a samurai. So we want to be careful here on these crystals. If you hit a damage threshold, well then they start using some pretty nasty attacks. We're going to make sure that we can queue up Xenonage on all of our characters at the same time, which means we have to wait sometimes for all of the ATBs to fill.
And even that, when you do that, sometimes they can get an attack off on the damage threshold and still just nail you.
Which I'm surprised those 2 attacks right there weren't bad.
I actually am too. Yo, Dusk with the raid.
Hello.
This dude raiding crit hit.
Hello, Dusk Enterprises. Welcome in, everybody. We're capping off. We're capping off day 2 of Spring Smash 2025, benefiting Blue Cross UK. I started my duties with the epic showdown between Kagar and Jericho in Final Fantasy X, and yeah, literally the nightcap with Nightshade is what we're doing right now. I've had some good company today, man. Nightshade, James, Jericho, Kagar. I'm in good hands. And now you're here, so welcome in.
Yes, welcome in. I forgot to mute my mic. I was in the kitchen stuffing my face with more ribs.
There you go. I said, I was like, dude, are you live? Dude, I just wanted to check the stream. He's like, no, I'm eating ribs in my kitchen. I was like, dude, go live. Just make sure everything looks good. Like, I understand why you'd be eating ribs, but please just go live so I can check this.
I let them things go on the grill for on low heat for like 3.5 hours. Oh, it's so good.
Click the button with your non-rib sauce finger. I needed to be woke up, man. Jeez, I got a run to do in like 12 hours.
So Galif, basically through the power of sheer will and love for his friends, I guess.
It's his royal grandpa-ness.
Yeah. So we do Xenonage just to move the story along. And then we just punch. There's not a set amount of damage we do. Just wait for the dialogue. Then say goodbye to Grandpa.
Oh, the Flanacondra is here. No, you were here earlier, but we were in the middle of Big Bridge, you know, spammage in chat. Yeah, the Flanacandra with an amazing performance earlier, along with Kagar. I'm like, man, I gotta go watch the bot of that. That was crazy. GG's to both of you. And Nightshade and James here, man. They're putting on a clip too. This is, you know. I still think it's my fault I'm bringing all the bad luck, but oh, landing around the world, you know, doing plan stuff.
The thing is, when you run Pixel Remaster games, you bring the bad luck upon yourself. So
Yeah, that's true.
they're not bad games, but they are very fickle. You don't really get the luxury of step routes and manipulating things like you can in like SNES runs and such.
Yeah.
So
Through that.
we don't get carrot and trash can glitches like FF4 and on SNES does, and we don't get a crazy step route that can kill your run like 5 does, and we don't get a million manipulations like 6 does, and just every possible way to break the game.
Boring.
No PR
Actually,
breaks you instead.
Yeah. See, we like in FF6 SNES, we break the game. And in FF6 PR, the game breaks us.
My, how the tables have turned.
If the relay last year didn't show that, I don't know what would. Dude, that was a perfect line. A sprint. And you already have Mix and Sammy.
So at this point in the run, we're pretty much done worrying about learning certain abilities. We do have a couple more we need to learn, but they're going to happen naturally. So we're really just equipping jobs to use the abilities that we have.
I just realized since last night I've gone from playing a game where the hero was trying desperately to rescue his frog to playing a game that the hero beats on a turtle and a wolf.
We need a Master Blaster crossover. That would be cool.
You just changed the castle to a demonic state. Let's do a fanfare.
Impressive.
Oh, by the end of this one, we have to kill a tree, so.
Yep. This game is also not efficient to Earth Day, so maybe we shouldn't run it for Earth Day. Fun fact, that little room I just went through, that I hit that little skull and the floor moved in front of me. If you get off at the wrong timing, you end up in an encounter, and you don't really want to be in that encounter. Especially when everybody's 1 HP.
Just as we did before, we're going to use the low health, the critical health status, and the night job to protect our characters. With one additional little trick. You don't want to open that chest in the middle of that room.
Five, right?
Yeah. You can do 5 plus 1 more and cut out 1 Zenny. Three, 4,
5.
5.
Oh no!
Wrong one. Oh, good.
Indeed.
So another mix that we have is a mix called Blessed Kiss, which puts the enemy under Berserk status. Which does speed them up and it does increase their attack potential, but it means they only do physical attacks. And since our knights are immune to physical attacks and guarding all of our characters, we are now invincible.
Wow, I just saved almost a minute and a half on that split. Wow, how bad was that in my PP? Because a 334 is not exactly a bad time.
Throwing our money at problems, I tell you.
Mm-hmm. Dude has seen more British pounds in his lifetime. That's a tree.
The hot take.
All right, and we are in the final world. Well, getting ready to be, I should say.
The
Essentially,
final
we have-
world of Final
Essentially,
Fantasy.
we start in Bart's world. Right now, we're in Galif's world, and it's basically it can be called. I've heard it called X-Death's world. I've heard it called the Merged world. Because X-Death kind of just takes some stuff and shuffles it to the void and whatnot. what? As soon as we have airship powers, I guess we have to go see a special little dragon.
Or who we're talking about.
It's nothing
Bahamut?
special. It's just an extra little. It's just an extra little cutscene that we're gonna see. But everybody loves Sildra, so we're gonna bring the spirit of Sildra with us all the way to the end. We're saving the animals, and the dragons count too.
That's right.
We owe it to Sildra. If it wasn't for Sildra, we would have drowned when the Wasp Tower sunk.
I don't like the way we left. You know, when we said goodbye. I feel like we have to. There needs to be a reunion of some sort. Bill's happy.
Trial, unfortunately, is not happy. This is the saddest one ever. Grandpa. The whole game, she comes running in, slamming in, whatever, with an exclamation point. Grandpa. This one, she's just sad. Grandpa. Kryle's the true hero of FF5. She saves us in the end.
Well, we never brought up the fact that she somehow absorbs all of his power when he
Yes.
dies.
Yes, so she actually does have all of Galif's abilities. She has his level, everything. When Galif died, he dropped that necklace down to her from, I guess, the spirit world. Who knows? And it gave her all his abilities. Sounds totally justifiable to me.
Makes sense to me.
And now we're gonna go see an old friend who has made a new friend. He's been busy. See? Just like Titus just said. You've been busy, huh? And we just found out that they have babies.
Let's go.
Little chocobos. Choco get it on. The Chocobos in FF5 share the same ability that they do in FF4, as in that they can walk over rivers. It's a little more handy in FF5 because, well, we kind of have to. Not really a need to quick save here with these strats, but I have died here in the past. And I don't really want to have to do the entire Chocobo walk again.
So how are we going to kill the antlion?
I think we're just going to throw some money at our problems.
Any guesses?
Spoiler alert.
There is an off chance that antlion can kill you.
It can also halve your level.
Armor. He also has an attack, an ability called Discord,
It missed.
which cuts your level in half.
It hit Bart's, but, well, Titus, but that doesn't really matter. As long as it doesn't hit Cryo. Even if it does, you just keep throwing Samson Might and Zenny. It's just less gold and less materials if it doesn't half your level. I love that they just both blame each other. Which one of you decided to ditch me? They did it.
It's like the Spider-Man meme. All three of them are just pointing at each other.
Every time they point at each other. And it's literally what I picture every time in my head is the Spider-Man meme. Cryle thinks she has a splinter. I hope she's okay and it's nothing serious.
Probably no big deal.
Nah. It'll work itself out, I'm sure.
This is fine.
Oh, you didn't get off the chocobo.
Nope, I sure did. And that was the thing, that was like the thing I figured out.
Yeah.
So you can get off the chocobo a step before walking into the cave and then walk into the cave. And you avoid those text boxes, that little tiny little cutscene there. It's nothing huge, but every second counts when you're speedrunning. Especially when they're free seconds. Yeah, I totally forgot to do that.
You could do it before Antline if you didn't have to cross that little river.
So,
There's the
Cryle's Splinter just worked itself out. But wait. X-Death? But now we get to see a cool scene. X-Death is currently just using the power of the void to swallow things whole.
Anime battles. He swallows. Get
All
these
right,
hands.
and here comes our Jedi turtle.
Or Ninja Turtle.
Turtles in a half shell.
Fighting a shredder.
Get these shells.
It was a splinter.
As you can see, X-Death just has having none of it.
They'll get yeeted right out of there. That happens several times, but we always seem to end up right where we need to be.
It's up to you, Titus.
Our player.
Oh no, not yet, not yet. I don't do that until I get it to the pyramid. Wait, somebody's supposed to have sprint. She's supposed to have sprint.
Old this book page.
So if you're not looking at...
Wrong one.
Shit. Whatever, it's fine. Wow. So if you're not looking at an NPC, you can look at the wall and they won't, you won't get into the encounter. Unfortunately, that did not happen to me there. Okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. This room sucks!
Yeah, this section's pretty awful. Once again, we are in critical health on purpose. It wasn't an accident to get poison there.
Took that really slow, but at least I didn't have to reload that freaking room.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that.
If you get into a fight with those robots in that room, you're not beating them. It's pretty much a reload. Well, it's not pretty much, it is a reload.
Yeah, it's a reload.
know if I have her set to throwing a flame rod, and I don't want to waste one. We're fine now. We're gonna grab some extra money to be safe. We're gonna grab a lot of extra money to be safe. Normally, we wouldn't be grabbing all these chests dropping down like I just did for that one going into that other room, but having to fight essentially what's considered a super boss, I want to make sure I'm not going to run out of money to beat the game. Kool-Aid goes hard against snakes today. Yeah, you just gotta mix some sugar and a packet of black cherry. Creates an X potion and they die. We've done it now. Now we've awoken the beast. That is not your grandma's dragon. Just saying. Alright, we're gonna come up on Melusine after a short cutscene here. Which will be more of a X-Death ruining the world.
Great. The nice thing about this boss is you can put her to sleep. That's going to be our first goal.
I should have put mix on her, but it's fine.
Kryle has on the bone mail. That's why the elixir put her into critical health. We break our last few flame rods.
Just out here saying what we're all thinking. Prettiest boss in game, just saying. Alright, and just a little more X-Death, doing what X-Death does. Except now, he's getting ready to have an entourage. Here in a moment, anyway. So this right here is Bart's hometown that X-Death is swallowing into the void now. As they scream for his help. And Bart's actually deals with it like a rational teenager. Which is not freak out and drive an airship and potentially wreck it with you and all your friends on it at all. He doesn't wreck it, but...
Never have I ever.
Tripping? Where is this? Yeah, I was like, isn't this town right here? Oh, where it keeps that. quite a bit of money.
Should be good.
I already have 8. Let's just buy that just to be safe. I have 11 of those. I should be fine.
Should be fine.
217 grand. Yeah.
Are we saving Sildra now?
Indeed. As soon as I remember where I'm going. It's up here. You may recognize this place.
Oh, we don't even get upgraded enemies.
So this is the ghost or slash spirit of Sildra. Ferris is the only one that sees it. But wait, Cryle sees it too, and can speak to her. Sildra says she wants to help Ferris. Cryle says Sildra has such a kind soul. And Sildra is with us once more.
Yay!
And we enter the final dungeon, the Void.
Let's go.
The interdimensional rift. I feel like I missed a menu. I did. And it should still be a night. I don't think she does anything. No, we're good. This is fine. That was kind of my fault because I kind of was a little slow on setting up Scram, but kind of did it wrong. But it's okay. This is another little daunting area, this forest section.
There's so many little things that can
Get in your
get in
way.
your way.
Yeah.
Don't forget the turtle soup.
Turtle shell antidote.
Yes.
And apparently I need to remind myself to not forget to check donations incoming, because we just got a 30-pound donation from one Jarek Handra, I think that's how it's pronounced, for choosing the outfit for my run tomorrow for the Altition negotiation. She went with the Assassin's Creed's robe, so GG's Jerica, thank you. I believe that puts what Misa at 25 for Festivalist, and now so yes, Assassin's Creed is in the lead for 30. Thank you very much.
Master Guard. Oh my god. I know what I did. There's a lot that goes on here with swapping abilities back and forth before and after fights, and that one was on me.
It's real tricky to get it set back up too.
Mm-hmm. Especially after this next boss fight. We're not gonna fight that guy today. That's the other super boss, Omega. That's the real hard one. All right. This one will be 5. I Maiden's Kiss this one, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why I was drawing a blank on that. Two. 3. 4. 5. Alright, this is a pretty scary room here. Oh, thank you! That's the scariest enemy to get to. Nice. Nice, well played. Are you done yet?
Jeez. I'll let you do this first.
There's a safe strat you can do on this where you can cast float or mix for float.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that way it forces him to use 100 Gs on his first move. If you float somebody.
Okay. I've been putting the Hermes on Eris there.
Okay. I move it.
So
I move it after this.
Yeah.
Like here in just a minute. Actually, I can't believe I just risked that. I didn't even res her. Okay, can we just stop killing Lena? I'm getting a little nervous on my,
How many do you have?
I have 3 left. Should be fine.
Should be fine. I wouldn't want to waste any more.
No.
So we don't need to berserk Halicarnassus because she doesn't do anything too terrible before we kill her. You wait too long though, she will start using Holy and some other bad stuff. We count 5 actions. 2, 3.
Yeah, it's fine. Uh-oh, it might not be fine. Phoenix down.
Dark matter. Where's your dark matter?
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
I was looking. I'm like, wait, where is it at?
I was worried.
I was too. I'm like, there's no reason I shouldn't have it. It's a drop.
So after 5 actions, Quintanio will drop his defenses as he builds up for Mega Flare, which makes him vulnerable to a death potion.
Nobody gets healed, right? Doesn't everybody stay? Doesn't everybody stay crit?
I can. That's fine.
That's what I thought. Leaf Scram, Hermes. That's good enough for now. Money's at 173, we should be fine. Hopefully we're fine. 173 feels like it could be tight.
It might be close. Just quick save before.
Oh, I plan on it.
Are you gonna berserk him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what? Oh, I antidote holy watered him, didn't I? That sucks because I had it too. You can't run buffer him either because you can run from him.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what? Oh. Fine. I know what I did. I antidoted Maiden's Kissed. Dang it! See what I mean about the run buff? Like, it's easy to run buffer him and run away.
I didn't know you could run away from a treasure chest boss.
This one you can.
They're like, we realize you might have regretted opening this
3,
chest. We're gonna let you
4,
run.
5, 6, 7. Why not?
8.
Bear with me, guys. It's so tricky. It's so hard to, like, out of habit to not run buffer. Antidote, holy water. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Be 8 throws.
This is good actually, because this will put me at 56k, so it's just over exact damage. So I'm not like wasting a ton of money here on it. Now here's the real kicker. I have 135, I'm good.
Yeah.
How much do you have? 63? That costs 15. That costs 29. Just had to make sure because I don't have any actually I should probably leave her for now.
You have 1 or 2 more rooms.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was leaving her as a knight. I'm not used to like changing my stuff up there.
Oh. Oh, okay.
No, it's fine.
You could have had Kryl.
Yeah, I know.
You probably have 300 or 400 gil to spare.
Yeah. Preamp helped.
Oh, good. 2 in a row. Might have been
Not
the
that I
last
need
one.
him at this point. Yeah, I don't think there are encounters on the X-Death floor.
No.
I've never gotten one. But we are here. With yeah, it's a good thing I picked up everything under the sun because I have just enough money for it. It literally takes like 133k to kill X-Death or so, and
That's at level
131 or 133. I have like 135.
Go broke or go home.
Well, you're at level 17, so it costs 1,550 more.
Yeah.
$134,850.
I have what, 135.5?
135 and like 100 and something.
Oh, we made it.
That's like less than a Phoenix down being sold.
Yep. It's a good thing I didn't buy extra Phoenix Downs. Did we start a bit? I guess we started a fair amount late, huh?
Yeah, it was after 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I
I
mean,
just
we.
saw the time and I'm like, well, wait, I'm still underestimate.
Well, things happen in
Yeah, well,
the
we
10
had the
race, and
well,
we did take
also
a
had
minute
the,
to. We took a minute to. Yeah, just set up, and then we had a little audio
echo.
issue to start. But other than that,
But we're here,
we are here.
and all our friends are here to help us. Grandpa.
Cease knows what's up.
So we can't Berserk X Death. Fortunately, we have the ribbons that will protect us for the most part. We do have a damage threshold to worry about. We have to haste or we won't be fast enough.
That's
We're gonna
2-2,
do
right?
Yeah.
3,
7 total. 3-3 here.
3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7.
Uh-oh.
I should have just waited and not even selected it. If I would have waited, she would have taken 0.
Yeah, the
But
ATB
because
is
I
so
actually
tight.
chose it. Alright. One. 2. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7.
So we wait there for an action, because the next throw will trigger a damage threshold. Then you start getting hit by meteor.
9300's a little high. I'm used to doing 9150.
Yeah, you're at level 17.
I could have swore at the 17 I was doing 9150, and I normally at 16 was doing 9000, but I could be wrong.
I'm doing 9,000 at 15.
Okay, so it's 15 I'm doing 9000 at. So then I should be okay.
Yeah, you have just enough.
I'm like nervous that I'm gonna run out. We just have to get 7 in. It's pretty much free here. Especially after that. Like, I'm doing 9999.
Perfect. Alright, this is GG's.
There it is. Time.
Beautiful. 352.58. GG's. Well done. Great run.
Thank you for the GG's. We had some hiccups along the way. We had a Ronka crash again. But the run perseveres.
I mean, that's part of a Final Fantasy V showcase.
Indeed.
Especially
all the
especially
things
these days.
happened. All the things happened.
All the cool things.
Yeah, that's Final Fantasy V in a nutshell.
Thank you guys for being here.
Absolutely. Final Fantasy marathon runs? Absolutely not.
Fair and balanced RNG. Just so consistent. Just so
Perfectly
boring. It's
balanced.
so boring when everything goes according to plan in these games, you know? I need to spice them up a little bit.
Perfectly balanced, like all things should be.
Thanos would approve. Oh. Alright, man. Wow, wow. We've been going for, almost 9 hours now. Jeez. Wow. That's the 8 hours. That's not even including the 8 hours I worked before that. My God. I got to do a video game.
And you're the next run tomorrow, aren't
No,
you?
I am not. No, Loopy is being a good boss and letting me sleep in. Loopy is actually gonna be starting off.
Yo, man, thank you for the GG.
I think that's a wrap on day 2, I think. Anything else you want to say, Nightshade, before we close it out and I get some sleep and then we get going in about 9 hours?
I love the Ronka Ruins crash. It's the best.
It's the best. Only in the marathon.
Oh, unfortunately, no. Not only in the
I mean, it's
marathon.
guaranteed to happen in a marathon because no, thank you guys very much for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for letting us show this little fun run off.
Yeah, good time. All right, I'm just gonna transition over to the little words things, and we're gonna find a rig target. And we're just gonna recap everything, get a little recap of what we're doing here for day 3, and call it a night. Find somebody to raid, and I am closing my eyeballs because they are tired, and so is my mouth. My God, I've been talking all day.
Yeah, I'm quite tired myself.
All right.